The United Kingdom has embarked on a significant transformation of its immigration system in 2025, introducing sweeping changes that particularly impact the care sector and international education landscape. These reforms represent the most substantial overhaul of immigration policies in recent years, aimed at reducing net migration while addressing domestic workforce needs.
Madam Deputy Speaker, this is a generational shift in protection, a long overdue reinforcement of workers' rights in this country, and tangible proof of how a Labour government can bring meaningful benefit to people's lives. For many of us, it is fundamental as to why we are in the Labour Party. So now is not the time to shy away from our efforts. Now is not the time to talk about what might have been, but it's a time to be bold, to be loud and be proud that this Labour government is delivering by putting fairness, dignity and security back into the workplace.
The care sector, which has heavily relied on international recruitment, finds itself at the epicentre of these changes. From April 9, 2025, care providers must demonstrate exhaustive efforts to recruit from the pool of foreign workers already present in England before looking overseas.
This would mean that a coordinating doctor would not be able to make a statement following the first assessment and therefore refer a person to the independent doctor for a second assessment, unless the person had had a consultation about palliative care options with a palliative care specialist. As with previous amendments, this amendment would increase demand for palliative care specialists, and we would need to work with the NHS and other provider organisations to assess how to operationalise this, should members decide to pass amendments in this area.
This represents a fundamental shift in recruitment strategy, prioritising the retention and redeployment of existing talent over new international hiring. But before we delve into the details, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for upcoming updates.
And I have to say, I think the repeated insinuations from members opposite that I or anyone else on these benches have brought this bill because we have been paid by the trade unions to do so is both offensive and wrong in equal measure. They might think money buys you the chance to write the law, but that says far more about their approach to legislating than ours. On these benches, we do these things because we believe in them. We believe everyone deserves fair treatment at work, and this bill delivers on that. It is delivering on our values.
The implementation of these changes coincides with a significant increase in the salary threshold for skilled worker visas, rising from £23,200 to £25,000 annually. This adjustment, translating to £13 per hour, aligns with the national minimum wage increases and reflects the government's commitment to ensuring fair compensation across the sector. However, this raise has sparked intense debate within the care industry, with many providers expressing concerns about their ability to meet these increased costs while maintaining service quality. In the months leading up to these changes, the care sector has already witnessed substantial transformation. The government's crackdown on non-compliant operators has resulted in over 470 sponsor licenses being revoked between July 2022 and December 2024. This enforcement action demonstrates the authorities' determination to maintain high standards and prevent exploitation within the sector. The impact of these changes extends beyond mere numbers. Care homes and agencies across the country are grappling with the practical implications of these new requirements. Many are investing in enhanced recruitment processes and developing stronger relationships with local employment agencies to ensure they can meet staffing needs within the new regulatory framework. The student visa system has also undergone significant reform, particularly concerning short-term study routes. The government has identified various schemes where the student visa system was potentially being misused, leading to stricter oversight and expanded powers for visa caseworkers. These changes aim to ensure that only genuine students enter the UK for educational purposes. Recent statistics paint a striking picture of the policy impact. The 42% decline in work and study visa applications between April and December 2024, compared to the previous year, represents a seismic shift in immigration patterns. The most dramatic change appears in the health and care worker visa category, with applications plummeting by 79%, from 299,800 to 63,800 applications. These figures have raised concerns about potential staffing shortages in critical sectors. Healthcare providers, in particular, worry about maintaining adequate staffing levels while adapting to the new regulatory environment. Some industry experts argue that the sharp decline in applications could lead to increased pressure on existing staff and potentially impact service quality. Minister of State for Care Stephen Kinnock has emphasised the government's commitment to supporting both the care sector and its workforce. The focus on prioritising care workers already in the UK aims to create a more stable and sustainable workforce while reducing reliance on continuous international recruitment. This approach also seeks to provide better opportunities for career development and progression for existing care workers. The changes have prompted many care providers to reassess their workforce strategies. Some are investing more heavily in training and development programs for existing staff, while others are exploring innovative solutions such as technology-enabled care to help manage workforce demands. The sector is also seeing increased collaboration between providers to share resources and best practices in recruitment and retention. Immigration Minister Seema Malhotra's emphasis on protecting international workers from exploitation highlights another crucial aspect of these reforms. The government's approach combines stricter enforcement with enhanced protections for workers, aiming to create a more ethical and sustainable immigration system. Looking ahead, the care sector faces both challenges and opportunities. While the immediate impact of these changes may create short-term pressures, the long-term goal is to develop a more resilient and locally sustainable workforce. Success will largely depend on how effectively providers can adapt their recruitment and retention strategies while maintaining high standards of care. The decline in visa applications signals a significant shift in the UK's immigration landscape. However, it's important to note that these numbers don't just represent statistical changes. They reflect real impacts on businesses, workers, and the people who depend on care services. As the sector adapts to these new requirements, continuous monitoring and potential adjustments may be necessary to ensure the right balance between immigration control and sector sustainability. As we progress through 2025, these changes will continue to reshape the UK's care sector and broader immigration system. The success of these reforms will ultimately be measured not just in reduced immigration numbers, but in the sector's ability to maintain quality care while providing fair opportunities for both domestic and international workers. As we wrap up our discussion, remember to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on UK immigration policies and fee changes. We will continue to cover new developments as they arise and provide detailed analyses of their implications. If you have questions about how these changes may affect you or your organisation, feel free to drop them in the comments below. We will do our best to address them in future videos. Stay tuned for more immigration news and updates, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to stay informed about all our latest content. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.